ladies and gentlemen, fans of the game, Stack King. If it's got a scoreboard, you know we talking about it. What the heck? This is all on Stack King. Buzzer beaters, yeah, we breaking it all down. Big plays, hot take, championship debate. What the heck? This is all.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. I think my mic not muted. I don't think it is. But I got these. I'm trying out these headphones for the first time. I never do headphones, but I'm trying to look a little bit more professional. So I got some headphones, like a real podcaster almost. I don't know if anybody. I don't know if anybody gonna believe me, but
right.
That's just what it is. So today we were with the Heck Sports. Obviously, we was on yesterday. We got Ant, and obviously we got somebody called Not Christian Laettner in the building. So I wanna put him on.
What he do, Heck?
What's going on, Not Christian Laettner?
Man, that shot, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, that shot was difficult to make, man.
The Christian Laettner shot?
Bro, that was like a 1 in a million shot in the history of basketball, bro. So
wait a minute. So this is what we're not going to do. This is what we're not going to do.
Was the pass better than the shot?
That's a good question. I mean, but I think what makes that play one of the greatest plays, maybe not only in basketball, but in sports history in general, is that both of them, like, they had to be like on point, both of them. Can you hear me?
Yes. How do you feel? Number one, this is March Madness. Let's just get it popping. We finna do our brackets today, and we're gonna get into that shit in a moment. But being that Not Christian Laettner brought up a fucking great point about March Madness history. Like, and as a Duke fan, I think you got your hat on. I ain't got my Michigan shit on right now because we got exposed yesterday in a different way, and I'm kind of tight about that. But how you feel about the fucking the Christian Laettner shot, the pass? Who threw that pass? Was that Grant Hill that threw the pass?
Yeah, that was Grant Hill that threw the pass.
Because
Grant Hill passed Christian Laettner with the shot from the free throw line. He turned around like it was nothing, and just like, I don't understand that was, you ain't lying. That was a difficult shot. Like,
yeah, because he caught it at the free throw line with his back to the basket. He took a bounce right and then spent back left and then took the shot. So honestly, though, the shot is easy to make.
What do you mean? Come on, man. Like,
the shot is, honestly, because you got to think. I don't know if you play basketball.
Yes.
But we all practice the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in different positions and from different spots on the court with your back to the basket. So the best part about it was, honestly, as you said, the pass probably was more difficult than the actual shot because he put it right there on point. He put it right there on point at the free throw line, right to him. Like, and I don't. A basketball is not easy to throw either.
Yeah, but wasn't he double teamed? Didn't he have two people in his face with like, I mean, just like Hex said at the beginning of the show, what makes that play one, like I said, not only in basketball, one of the greatest ever, but in sports in general, is the precision of the pass and the shot. Because making a shot, I mean, a lot of people have made great shots in the history of the game, but the precision of both, I think, kind of like elevates the mystique of the play.
Yeah, it just bugs me out though. Like when I watch the documentaries and they say, "Oh, we practice this play all the time." I'm like, "Get the hell out of here! Nobody practice for that situation."
And a turnaround, bro, like a dumb. I mean, a lot of pressure.
He said, I'm like, nah, ain't no way.
And he had time.
Right.
Just
he had time. I think that was what, 3 seconds? Did they have 3 seconds left?
You know the craziest part though about it? I'll explain something to you guys as a Duke fan. As I told you, like I'm a fan of my teams and my franchises, but I'm a realist. First of all, Christian Laettner wasn't even supposed to be in the game to take that shot. Remember, he stepped on homeboy's chest under the basket.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
He was supposed to have been ejected.
Yeah, he should have got the double.
He stepped on homeboy's chest.
He should have gotten the double technical.
Well. Speaking of technicals,
2.1 seconds.
Speaking of technicals,
in today's standards, he'd have been done.
We speak on the other side of things as a Michigan fan and technicals. Chris Webber with the legendary timeout in the fucking March Madness. Oh my gosh, my heart hurts still to this day.
He's had a Hall of Fame NBA career, but he's not remembered for anything more than that timeout.
With that damn timeout. And can somebody, I don't want to say the wrong words here on YouTube, whatever. Can somebody show up to that man's house though who told him to call the timeout on the sidelines, knowing the pressure that he was under at that moment?
Yeah, he said somebody.
Anybody show up to that man's house? Nobody besides Nancy Kerrigan him.
They say that players win the games and coaches lose them. So with the magnitude of the moment that, and everything that was like in play, we can't blame Webber. I mean, Webber was like a 20-year-older, he was, the 5'5". But you know what I'm saying? Like getting off of having the magnitude of that moment, they should have been better prepared, and that falls on the coach. So we can't blame Webber completely for the blunder.
Right, because, your coaches, they tell you all the time, and they always tell you, look, we got such and such timeouts. We got this many timeouts. We got that amount of timeouts. Don't call a timeout or call a timeout. Foul right away. Your situationals always have to be on point. Like that has to be communicated. Like not only is the coach supposed to do that too, the point guard is supposed to be doing that too. Like Jalen Rose is just as much as full as all of them. He's supposed to be like, yo, we don't have no timeouts because he's supposed to be running to the ball.
Is that why they ain't talk for all them years? Because they blaming him, or they blaming him for the money?
No, yeah, I think it's the money.
Well, yeah, we've had some crazy moments in March Madness. Remember the white boy from Mercer dancing? What's against them?
Who?
What's that against y'all? The Mercer, when Mercer beat the white boy dancing in the circle.
Nah, what you call it beat us from? That was CJ McCollum that beat us.
So who was that? That CJ McCollum played for Wilson and he played for Mercer, did he?
No, he did he? Wait, did he? I think he did play for Mercer.
Who was that the white boy beat y'all though? That the point guard that was dancing in the middle one, yeah.
But that was the CJ McCollum game. I can't remember that name. That's when we had we had Jabari Parker.
I think so. I'm not. I remember it possibly being
CJ McCollum played for Lehigh, actually.
Lehigh. Yeah.
Oh, so we didn't lose to Mercer. We never lost to Mercer.
Son, who lost to Mercer? I think it was y'all, son. And
we lost to Lehigh. But
No, I think
Nah, check that. Statman, check that. Not Christian Leitner.
wasn't in North
no,
Carolina.
we
Cause
got
it
all these iPhones.
was a white boy. Because it literally was a white boy with
Yeah.
swag. And
And
he
we were
was
gonna say
killing it
green,
there.
purple.
No,
and
no,
maybe
no.
white is white.
There's a white boy that beat y'all named Dante.
Oh no, that was in the finals though. That wasn't in the what's name. Don't do that. Don't put Dante in my face, son. Because you know I hate that man. I hate that man, but I hate somebody else more. I hate Peyton Silva more
Oh, from Louisville.
from Louisville because Trey Burke had that block on him, and oh man, he had the block, and the refs called that so wrong. They called the foul on the play, and that
Yes.
kind of changed the
Mer-
momentum for
Mercer
our
beat
game.
Duke.
Huh?
Mercer beat
Mercer,
Duke
right?
in
Which
Mercer
was
beat
2000.
Duke. I know it was like a 15-1, right? Or a 14-2, something like that.
14-3.
Yeah. Okay.
year
So
was
I know
that?
I'm not crazy.
Yep. In the 2014 NCAA tournament, Mercer beat the Duke Blue Devils. So that was
That's when we
Yep.
had.
It was one of the. Remember those big upsets? Until the other day, it was the first time that, like in X amount of years, that we saw like a 15 beat a 2. So when Mercer beat Duke
Mm-hmm.
12 years ago, it was huge, bro. Like it was such a big deal because it doesn't happen so much nowadays. We're seeing it more, so we become like kind of like desensitized a little bit of the upsets. But when Mercer did it, it was huge.
Yeah, that was big.
I'm
That
trying to
was
think who
big.
that was that year. Then
I just know homeboy was dancing on y'all in the middle, like he been to every
I
cookout.
think that was that Kyle Singler in them?
Like I think it might have been whoever it was trashed that year. Trash.
Yeah,
But
we had some bad ones.
there's also some great moments. Jimmy Fredette, he had great moments in the NCAA
It
tournament.
was clutch, bro.
Yeah.
He had some.
Isaiah
Gonzaga,
Thomas,
Now, what if Gordon Hayward had made
and
that
Kemba.
Gordon Hayward.
that shot
Yeah.
against Duke? If Butler
Mhm.
would have won, I think that would have like perhaps beat or at least tie with Christian Leitner. You know, like Butler,
Yo, when I
like
played,
a school that like Butler plays like in a high school
Yeah.
court. You know what I'm saying? Like with 300 fans, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
I've never held my breath so long.
and he went boing.
And that
Like,
shot went up.
What? I was like, no way. And I looked, I was like, yo, that shit is on target.
it was like boing.
And then it hit the back rim.
love
It hit
that.
the backboard, hit the rim. I said, oh, you gotta be kidding me. And that was the day,
love that.
that was the night before I moved to North Carolina.
It looked good.
Gordon, bro, he had
Yeah.
he had a monster tournament. That guy, and he was expected to have a better professional career, but that tournament he basically carried Butler.
If he
on
didn't
his-
have that injury, he would have.
oh yeah.
But what you call it, Kemba was born in that tournament too, man. Kemba Walker.
Yeah.
Kemba Walker. In the Big East tournament, he was born.
In the Big East tournament, then he carried over to the
When the Big East tournament mattered, you know, like when it was
Yeah.
Yeah, because what
Yeah.
just happened to St. John's is foul.
yeah.
How you win the Big East tournament and your second round game is against Kansas? Somebody don't like Rick Pitino.
Yeah. Why would they?
Half of the
Why would they?
NCAA
He's
don't-
been
don't
around the
like
world.
him.
Him and John Calipari are very hated at this moment.
Oh yeah.
Very hated.
Yeah,
But
Pitino.
there's been a lot of remember that what was that one Kentucky had that one squad? Was it DeMarcus Cousins and John Wall on the same team?
Yeah.
That was crazy. And I think they had somebody else too. I can't remember the third.
Eric Bledsoe.
Yes, yo, listen. Tough squad there. Tough squad. Another
They
one
had
and done.
two.
Carmelo
Yeah,
Anthony,
Eric
John
Bledsoe.
Wall.
They had
I mean, it's surprising that Calipari only won one championship with all those Kentucky teams that he had back in the day. Like,
Trash.
that's because when you bring all them freshmen in, it looked good, right? It looked good. But when you start playing in the NCAA tournament and you start playing against these teams, got these seniors, they're gonna start beating you up. That know-how starts to take its place. Like Look like Gonzaga, right? That team for whatever reason is always in the mix. You know why? Because they don't have a bunch of those one and dones. They build their players through the system.
Well,
and now
didn't Gonzaga one year had like a player that was like 26 years old, bro, like with gray hairs and stuff?
Oregon too.
Yeah,
Oregon had one too.
Like an eighth year senior
when
or
they
something.
went far. Yeah.
What you call it?
I
Just
think,
had one. What's his
Tyler-
name? What's his name? Johnny Broom. Where he went to Auburn?
Yeah, yeah. What is he? 25?
26, something like that.
Word.
Yeah. Gonzaga be having like a high graduation rate among its athletes, and it can be arguably said that it's a factor in their success because they play together, they develop the chemistry, albeit that they play in a weak conference, but still they always make noise from a mid-major. Like they are due for a national championship. Gonzaga.
But that shit happens to us too. We have all these one and done teams. We had Zion in them. Even last year with Cooper Flag, with all of these one and done players, honestly, it looks good and it sells, but that's not going to guarantee you a championship. You'll win games. You have a lot of televised games, but then at the end of the day, that don't mean you're going to win a national championship because obviously you're going to get these more experienced teams that'll beat you. Like, remember, NC State beat us 2 years ago.
Yep.
When they had that old team. They had that older team with a bunch of transfers on it.
You need to build that chemistry.
So we'll see what happens this year. It's going to be interesting this year. It's a lot closer than people think.
Yeah, it's a lot closer, right? Like we said, we talked about Miami of Ohio who went undefeated. Like there's a lot of people like these mid-majors with the transfer portals and all of that, these small schools. They're not small schools no more. I remember when Florida Atlantic was the Florida Atlantic with Kenneth Fareed and all of them when they went on that run. They like it, once you start with this transfer portal, it changed everything. It changed my Michigan team because we went from Juwan Howard to this guy. I can't remember his name right. My coach had to know his name, but we got Lindenborg, Mara, all these guys are transfers. You know what I'm saying? Only people that's there is Gale Jr. and Burnett that was actually playing with our squad last year. You know what I mean? But all the rest of these guys is transfers. So
the landscape of college
and it's done wonders.
The landscape of college sports has changed with the portal. So basically, it is. I mean, Lindenborg played like in Arizona Western. Then he went to the University of Alabama in Birmingham. So basically, he's been everywhere when he should have been a top 5 recruit in the nation, but his grades didn't help him. So the portal, we can say whatever we want about it. Like it has hurt the game, but at the same time, we have been able to discover a lot of gems like that. Perhaps 20, 30 years ago, they would have stayed in the shadow and playing in leagues abroad. Now,
they still got to fine tune it though. It's too much. You can't transfer every year.
It's too much. They are working on it. They are working on it because the Big Ten, especially, is opposed because of football. So they are working on having like a more structured system about it. But at the same time, I think it was necessary to discover all those gems. I mean, 30 years ago, we wouldn't have known about Jaxel Lindenborg if it wasn't for the portal and the options that the system offers now.
But I think that I might be a little old school, but now it's hard to follow and for people to pick up and have a college team. Like I'm a Michigan fan because of the Fab Five and right before, right after Glenn Rice and them. You know what I mean? I'm a fan of Michigan football because of the people that stayed around for 3-4 years. Like I got to watch them and grow and then watch them go into the NFL and things of that nature and the NBA. So you build a relationship regardless of how we think about it. We build a relationship. Like now you're just building a relationship with a player to go somewhere else. Like even following to the NBA. Like in college, why am I going to root for? I don't even know who my team is year to year because of the transfer portal.
Right.
Because this guy left because he thinks he needs a NIL deal, or this guy left because he's not getting enough playing time. Now, who the hell is on my team? When I could count on at least I know from a freshman to junior season. If he's good enough, he's going into the draft. But I know I could count on seeing that player for the next 3 years. But now I don't know who the hell I'm talking to or talking about because they switch literally every year.
Right.
I mean,
That's why I love.
they are doing changes, and one of the conferences out of the top conferences is the Big Ten that is pushing it because teams are being hurt. When you get a team like Alabama every year being Nick Saban left, and he's like he never left from the Alabama Crimson Tide because they keep getting that influx of players from smaller schools, So we'll see what happens with it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a couple of things they're doing with college. First of all, like Steven and I was talking about it yesterday, and they should have left the conferences the way they were. Like I get it. It's like a lot of it is which sport is bigger, right? Like football for college football is the biggest sport for like the Big Ten, the Pac-12, the Big 12. Like all of those schools those are football schools, right? And those are football conferences. But now you got UCLA and the Big Ten. You got Syracuse and the ACC. Those conferences were built the way they were, and it worked. It worked when you had Syracuse, Georgetown, St. John's, UConn. All of those were Big East schools because they were up on the East Coast, up north. That was good. It worked. Big Ten schools were Midwest schools, right? Leave them the way it is. They're doing too much.
The biggest tournament, late '90s, early 2000s. It was. I'm not gonna say it was as big, as important as the NCAA tournament, but it was extremely, extremely popular, and you saw the celebrities going to those games. The 12 noon game where you had Jerry McNamara that year going wild, bringing.
Oh yeah, the Big East tournament was huge.
So the Big East tournament, when you kind of like dilute and dismantle those mystical, if you will say, conferences, this is the product that we're getting nowadays. It's more like you still get good basketball, but it's not as nice as it was like in the late 1990s.
The bracket is fine. The bracket don't need to change. They actually did good.
It's not too big. It's fine. That's the question that JMUG2.
Yeah, pause about that. But the field of 64 is good. It's actually 68 because they let the other 4 teams in. So that field is good. There's nothing they need to do with that. I think they probably need to maybe monitor it a little better in regards to seedings. But they don't need to change anything about the NCAA tournament.
I mean, we were talking about it yesterday and how Miami of Ohio was going to be punished. You have a team here that almost went undefeated, and basically they are like limping into the tournament, and I don't think they'll get far. And that is something that needs to be addressed by the community. Like how do you assess a team which, like I said yesterday, Miami of Ohio is a good, solid, they play sound basketball, but they won't get far because of the situation, the intangibles being put in the position that they are. Had they been like a 5th seed or like a 4th seed or something like that, they will be in such a better shape than what they are right now.
Yeah, but you know what that is too? That's conference and schedule, right? So going almost undefeated is the same. It's going under almost under. It's not their fault where they are, right? But their schedule, like we was talking about it, like Purdue was a number 7 seed. Purdue was a number 7 seed in the Big Ten tournament. Purdue and the Miami and the conference with Miami, Ohio would have probably been undefeated in that conference.
Yeah,
with that schedule, with the conference schedule. Now, with their outside of the conference schedule, that may have been a difference, but they probably would have went undefeated. So that's the reason I think why Miami, Ohio got shifted a little bit, because you had that
a little bit, a lot. I mean, they got punished.
You lost your tournament. So that's more than likely why they didn't get their just due. That's like I mean, if you think of like honestly, St. John's is that's the level right there that I'm talking about. They won the Big East tournament 2 years in a row, and they got a horrible seed. I think they should have been a 3 seed at a 3 seed at best.
But at the same time, it's hypocrisy from the NCAA because a couple of years ago, you had like I think it was Long Island University or Manhattan, one or the other from New York, with like 19 wins going into the tournament. So a win is a win. It doesn't matter if you beat Tuscaloosa Community College. I mean, if you win, it's a win. And if you go into the tournament with 30 wins, over 30 wins is impressive, however you want to put it. I mean, these kids play NCAA Division I basketball. So it means that most of the schools, they were not playing Michigan every day or Duke or the Tar Heels, etc. But a win is a win. So you're going to have teams. We all like the Cinderella story, this, that, the other. But at the same time, we need to place more weight on each win that these major schools are getting during the regular season.
You're right, but then but you have to look at it like this too, right? Ain't that the same way college football is judged? Strength of schedule means a lot. So just getting like, okay, if you beat Brooklyn College, right? That's not the same as beating Vanderbilt. Not
True.
the same as beating Tennessee. So that's the difference. Like it's your strength of schedule matters. So honestly, too, that's something where the administrator for the school, maybe they need to look at next year saying we need to set ourselves with a tougher non-conference schedule, trying to get into some of these
they
tournaments.
only since they play in weaker conferences, they only get X amount of games against good schools. So if it's like
you get at least 10 to 12 games against non-conference schools.
That will be too much. They don't allot so many marquee games of mid-majors or schools like on the lower tiers playing against, and they always do it at the beginning of the season as well. You don't want to be playing Macaroni State, Michigan versus Macaroni State in January or February because it lowers.
No, you can't play them then because you're into conference play.
Exactly. So it's complicated. The situation, the situation the NCAA has in both basketball and football is complicated, and they are working to fix it.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that they can probably take a better look at in regards to seeding. I think you're right though. I don't think Miami, Ohio should have been that low as they are. Because what happens is I guess they're going to the power conferences and getting the higher seeds because they are in those tougher conferences. But it's something that they probably do deserve to take a look at with things like that. I don't think like even though they're my rival and their record wasn't too great. Well, one of our like NC State is coming in probably I have to take a look at it. No, NC State is coming in actually in the 68.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, but there's other teams. I got
to. Should we go into 68 teams? You think? What do you think, Heck?
Yeah, I don't like 68 teams. I think it's trash. I don't know why you changed to 64. I don't care about those other stinking teams trying to get in and fight on Tuesday, trying to get in on Thursday. Like, what are you doing? Like, you're not a part of it. You're just basically doing what football is doing to try to get trash teams in there that don't need to be in it, that shouldn't get slapped up at number 15 and 16. Just go back to 64 like we had it. It was perfect the way it was.
Well,
Leave March Madness.
Too many bubble teams were getting shot down. So that's why they put it that way. But you're right. I don't think there's a reason. Leave it at 64 because then also you're also increasing the injury risk for teams that deserve to be in the 64. So you got these other 4 teams that were not selected who are now creating an injury risk for the other teams that would have made it either way. But that's the reason why they put those teams in is because there were too many on the bubble teams that were getting quote unquote.
It's about money. It was a financial decision when it was done. The NCAA, as we all know, is extremely greedy enterprise, and what they are doing is starting the tournament tomorrow with the playing, etc.
Right.
When already we had the NIT, the National Invitational Tournament, which in essence it was created for teams like those last four that usually
Right. Right.
those last four that usually go to the play-in, instead of having them like limp into the tournament, go
Right.
play the NIT. If you didn't make the top 64, good night, good fight, and you will go to the NIT. But now, like everything that we're doing in society, we're trying to give participation trophies to these schools,
Dude. Oh man.
to these schools that do not belong in the 64 tournament field. So at the end of the day, am I going to make a fit about it? I'll probably watch a little bit of the games tomorrow. We are fans, you know, we like basketball, but at the end of the day, the tournament has to start on Thursday.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Those games were added to the setup that it was already because of monetary reasons, more ads, more viewership, more ratings. The NCAA, just like both basketball and football, they just want to grab everything. So at the end of the day, the NIT, National Invitational Tournament, was created solely for that purpose. Now they have another tournament. I forgot the name of it. They have like two different tournaments for all those squads that didn't do nothing during the year to go play in those tournaments.
Oh man. That's the way that you get players by teams going to the tournament. So that is a good question. That is the way they get teams. I mean players. But at the end of the day, nah, man. I think they should take it back to 64.
64
Leave those bubble teams, like you said.
Send them to
Honestly,
the NIT.
The NIT tournament. We've until you said that. And I'm a college basketball guy. I love college basketball, right?
We all are.
I forgot that tournament even still goes on.
Bro, there's another tournament that goes on besides the NIT. At the top of my head right now, I don't remember it. Maybe it'll come up later. But the NIT tournament was solely created for that. And teams had the option to deny if they wanted it to go or not. If they wanted it to get on the Greyhound or not, if they say no, they will invite another team. So basically, right. And they get the like a price share. The farther you go, they get like a cash, whatever for the school. So go back to 64, man. The NCAA and their greed, man, ruin the sport sometimes.
Right, because when my school, I was in a HBCU in Division II, and we won the tournament, and we got cable the next year. We got cable TV in our rooms. So, hey man, the schools do get money.
Everybody like and subscribe. Thank you for the comments. Whoever's in the comments, good question. JM2, good question is the bracket too big? And everybody start to like and share. You know, we got our guy up here. You know, he wants to tell us all of that type of stuff.
Hey y'all, please like this show and subscribe to the channel.
It's called
that, right? I gotta tell you again,
Mr.
Pictures?
Bro,
that's
it's
ugly
called
face though.
College Basketball Crown, and it's played in Las Vegas. So basically, you have a 16-team tournament besides the NIT. So if you don't make the 64, you have two more tournaments to get in. So the NCAA needs to get rid of those playing games, whatever, and start the tournament on Thursday as it was always done.
And rest in peace to my grandmother. This was her favorite time of year to slap the shit out of me. Like because on Thursday, you know, the tournament games start at 12 o'clock. And they used to cut her soap operas off. So she used to
let me tell you a true story. Let me tell you
my uncle out. We used to have to get out.
I quit 3 jobs because of the tournament.
Yeah.
Back in the day. I quit 3 jobs. Like literally. I was like, yo, I need to go home early. Blah, 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 blah. They was like, oh, you can't go. I said, yo, guess what? I'm going home. I said, I guess I just quit today. Like I'm going home to watch. Like it was that big to me. You know what I mean? Like I literally, as a teenager, whatever, I prioritized basketball and watching it and playing it over my job, which was wild business. But jeez.
I mean, other than the
we
Super
was
Bowl,
young then, bro. We was, you know what I mean? You talking about 18, 19, 20, maybe up to 25. Once these kids start coming, it's like, wait a minute.
For real. Well, I had my kid early. I was 20 years old. So
Yeah, you was a horny nasty man. That's why.
I mean,
Nah, but
Oh no, my guy. That's a red flag on the play.
oh man. So I gotta say more stuff just to get her on the screen.
I gotta
Nah.
I gotta put her up there more often.
So Eddie, let me ask you a question.
what?
Who's your favorite for the tournament this year?
My team, my favorite team, or my favorite to win it all.
Oh, I didn't know you had a favorite team.
So what am I from Mars? Of
What-
course
what-
I have a favorite team.
No. Because a lot of people do not have
I know.
college basketball
college,
team.
yeah,
So-
college basketball teams, exactly.
So I'll tell you a quick story. So I'm from New York City, right?
Mhm.
In
My
Dominican
favorite team is
Republic.
St. John's. It's always been St. John's, the Red Storm. But I also root for UConn. My daughter is a sophomore there, so basically I got it like into the
Yo,
UConn.
what is a what?
She's a sophomore in UConn.
No, yo, what is a who?
My daughter.
Jesus Christ. How old are you, man?
I'm 41, bro.
Jesus Christ.
So in the 1990s, we all know Felipe Lopez. So basically, Felipe Lopez.
Don't talk to me about that, man.
A lot of them.
That's my era of basketball, of high school basketball.
Exactly. So a lot of Dominicans, it's like a cultural thing that we root for St. John's, and also I'm a Knicks fan. So you had Anthony Mason, and all, you know what I'm saying. So there's a lot of connections with St. John's, being from New York and from Queens, you know, and being raised around the Red Storm in the 90s. So
Yeah.
But for this year to win it all, I have the Arizona Wildcats. I think that's the team that is going to
That's
take
crazy. I lived that whole Felipe Lopez era, boy. And when I tell you that man was Jesus Christ in New York City, until, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, we went to the ISA tournament and he was very afraid of a teammate of mine. Very afraid. Very afraid. But, you know, at the end of the day, he man, I was always mad that he stayed at St. John's longer than he was supposed to.
Yeah,
I always said he should have been. There was nobody that deserved to be either a one and done or just leave straight out of high school than him.
he should have gone out, gone pro a year earlier.
He should have left. He should have never went to college. He should have never went.
Wait, so I don't want to. I just want to saying that. But I just have to say, I just have to go here. Like, one of the greatest college players we ever had. Was he the worst NBA player we ever had?
No,
Going back to Christian Laettner?
of course not. No,
One of the worst?
No,
No.
not at all. Not at all.
You know why? Because at least out of everything, at least he
No.
was a one-time All-Star when he
That-
got to the NBA.
That guy had a respect. The thing that he had.
Like, he's a one-time All-Star.
So do we consider like Christian Laettner as probably we're gonna say he's in the top 3 greatest college players of all time at this point, right? We got Bill Walton, Kareem.
I think he's
Chris
one of the
Craven?
most publicized and probably the most hated. But I for one, when it comes to the greatest, dude, honestly, the greatest college basketball player ever is really Pistol Pete
I'm not,
Maravich.
but I was
It's Pistol Pete Maravich. He was the,
over Bill Walton and Kareem.
if you want to talk about just as individual, yeah. Now, Bill Walton and Kareem, like they went through college and never lost. Like the motherfuckers. But that was more of a team aspect thing. You know what I mean? As far as like, yo, Pistol Pete averaged like 50. at college. So, you know, Christian Laettner, I give him probably one of the most publicized because of being at Duke at the time, and he actually put that school on the map. Nobody really who knew about Duke outside of, like, honestly, who you knew about Duke beside me? Nobody. And I probably was the only Duke fan until Elton Brand
Grant Hill.
and Jason. Like, yeah, Grant Hill. I probably was the only Duke fan I knew until Grant Hill came out. Then I started to find out there was more people that liked him. But
Fe-
Christian Laettner put the school on the map.
Felipe Lopez had a respectable NBA career. I mean, the guy played like 10 years in the league. He was a good defensive. I mean, he guarded Jordan every
No,
time.
Felipe had about a 13-year lead.
Yeah, he didn't like in the Dominican. Matter of fact, he's a president of a basketball club because, by the way, the most played sport in the Dominican Republic is not baseball; it's basketball.
Right.
Baseball.
His documentary almost brings me to tears when I watch it.
Like
I watched it about 6 times.
Yeah, he's a living legend over there. And the thing with him is that he had a respectable career, not what was expected from him. But when we're gonna talk about bust, it has to be Greg Oden. I mean, nobody came into
But
the
let's
league.
also be clear though.
Injury.
You know, I no disrespect, but Felipe Lopez was 17 in the 9th grade. You know y'all be cheating on y'all birth certificates when y'all come over here. Y'all be cheating on your birth certificates when y'all come over here.
And so you're saying that he pulled up a Danny Almonte move?
Yeah.
Danny Almonte was married with 2 kids. He owned double. He was 34 years old, bro, playing with the 12-year-old, bro. Like,
yo, nah.
Felipe, I think that was his age. Felipe was good because remember,
Felipe was his right age.
The difference between, and the main reason why you don't have more players from the Dominican Republic in the NBA is because they need to come to college. Like, they can't be signed directly from the DR and play here. When they get here, that's when you start getting your Felipe Lopez, your Charlie Villanuevas, your Edgar Sosas of the world, Luis Flores, and more recently players like
I'll get to that in a moment.
From Kentucky. So he has that's his real age because he had to get enrolled in school in the US, and you know how they are about that. Now, when it comes to baseball players, they be 25 years old, already drinking with a family, and then they say, I'm 16, they get $5 million and they can play baseball.
I got one story for you, and when we could go into our brackets.
We'll go to our brackets, but I got one more question for y'all after y'all story.
I'm what you call a 3-sport athlete when we were younger. I played baseball, football, and basketball. Now, I always used to say I was better in baseball than both of the sports. Than the other 2 sports. I always get recognized for basketball, but I always felt like I was better in baseball. So
football.
We played in a tournament where we won the division in Queens. We beat Brooklyn. We beat Manhattan. We played, and pretty much the semifinal before you go to the finals to play in the championship at Yankee Stadium. We play against the Bronx, who's a team of nothing but Dominicans. Nothing but Dominicans, dude. When I tell you we lost like 21-3, these dudes, I was like, hey, it's no way these dudes is 13, 14 years old. Triple plays, hitting home runs. We was like, get the fuck out.
He said triple plays.
Triple plays, bro.
Y'all was getting triple played.
Triple play. And not just one.
But not only the age, bro. Like, they changed the name. So remember that picture from the Cleveland Indians? His name, I think it was Fausto Carmona. When they went back, his name was like Jose Hernandez or something. Like, they not only be changing because they have to switch birth certificates. So
that's what I'm saying. That's what I said.
So at the end,
that's why the age got to stay correct, but the name stay the same.
Well, they be doing tricks, man.
But that's how you said you got a daughter in college. You're not 41.
I am, bro.
Nah, you're like 49.
Uh,
Nah,
So let me ask y'all a question before we get to our brackets. Then just make it quick and simple. I'm gonna go first. So what's your one of your most memorable college teams? And I'm just gonna go, and I'm just probably gonna fuck all y'all up besides the Fab Five. I'm gonna go with the UNLV Running Rebels.
Larry
Larry
Johnson,
Johnson,
mhm.
Stacey Augmon.
Tarkanian with the thing, Stacey Augmon, Greg Anthony. You know what I mean? Like that was for me. That was one of my favorites to watch. Um,
Honestly, that's the
so I don't
that's
know if
the
y'all have any others.
nah. I'll be honest with you, man. When you think about college basketball, especially even as I think about Duke and that UNLV team, I would like UNLV. I hate Larry Johnson because of that team. I've never, ever, ever, ever liked Larry Johnson.
With the grandmama.
Right, because remember we lost to Michigan one year, and then turn around and lose. Got blown out by UNLV by like 38.
Yeah, they did it. They did y'all dirty.
They killed us, and I
Before,
just started liking them right there. Like the year before when Michigan beat them, that's when I was like, I rooted for them, but I wasn't like a fan. I just rooted for them. So then when we came back the next season, I'm like, I'm rooting for Duke. That's it. And then we play against UNLV and they scraped us real bad. I was like, oh, nah, I hate this UNLV team. But that's probably, and I still say to this day, I don't give a damn who it is. Even though we beat them the next year, there's no better team than that UNLV team, period. None.
It was tough.
before
Even
we go
that
into
Kentucky
brackets,
team with Anthony Davis in them that won,
Yeah.
nope. They will not beat that UNLV team.
before we go into the brackets, that's a good take, Anthony. Um, my favorite, not I wouldn't say my favorite, but my most memorable NCAA tournament in recent history was 2008. Derrick Rose with the Memphis Tigers, man.
Memphis.
Memphis.
That
That
guy,
was a
Yeah.
nice run.
21
was
points
there.
in 7 rebounds, 6 assists. You could see the star in the making.
Mhm.
Young, healthy, led Memphis all the way to the final. I mean, the season was
Well,
vacated.
he was going to be a star anyway.
Yeah, but it's just memorable.
Ninth grade, that man was the player of the year.
He has to be at least top 3, top 5 most dominant seasons from wire to wire by a player in the history of the NCAA. So in recent memory, it has to be 2008. Derrick Rose and the Memphis Tigers, man, like bringing them out of obscurity, you know, and putting them in the spotlight, led by Calipari, evidently,
Right.
the second most hated man in the NCAA.
He did what Penny Hardaway couldn't even do.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. So let's get into this. Let's get into our brackets. No, we probably can't see it that well on the screen. I know I can't see because I'm blind as fuck. But so before we do this, right? Before we do this, what's the wager on who wins?
Well, that's always tough. I mean, I would
How
say
we want to do this, number one. So do we want to do about points? And like the first round, you get a point. The second round, you get 2 points. Third round, you get 3, so forth and so forth. And whoever has the most points at the end wins.
that sounds good to me.
And what's the prize? Anybody got any suggestions?
Um,
We'll have to come up
I
with that.
don't think too hard.
um,
Friendly show prize.
$1,000.
Let's not do that. I mean, I'm pretty sure all 3 of us can, but let's not do that. Like friendly show prize,
No, I mean,
bottle
I
of
don't know.
choice from each from the winner gets a bottle of choice from each person.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds good.
First off, wait a minute. I'm not making no bets with you until you fulfill your bet.
Yo, I got it. Don't worry about it. That's not.
Until
I
you
got
fulfill your bet, we're not doing no bet.
mind you. I'm down. I'm down
You know
some
what? If you
apparel.
don't, if you
I'm
don't have, if
down
you don't
some
get my
apparel
stuff,
from
I'm
Duke to
telling your mother on
Michigan.
you.
So you gonna have.
I'm gonna tell your mother on you. Tell my aunt on you.
Oh my God! I gotta
Yo,
send him some
nah,
apparel.
but I bet. No, I mean, let's do it. Let's do it around, like you said. The winner, I guess. He get a bottle of choice. And the losing two has to chip in for it.
Yep.
Okay, so I mean, we in is everybody in ESPN?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so I'm at ESPN. So we I guess we all in here for not Christian Leitner says the ESPN bracket gives you points already.
Yep.
Okay.
Am I correct?
Yep. It gives you the points
Yeah,
based on. So basically, we're going to create the group, and that's how we are going to track who's
all
on.
right. So I sent y'all the link. We all linked together, right?
Yep. So after the show, we'll keep the audience updated each week who's up. You know, so
Okay. Who does it? Oh, crap.
McAllen's.
single malt.
Whiskey. Okay. So I thought that's what it is.
Yeah, that sounds
So
good to me.
it's a bottle a person.
Yeah, it sounds good to me. I mean, the loser.
So when I win, thank you guys for supporting my weekend.
Don't worry about it. We'll send you a bottle of Captain Morgan.
Exactly. Send me a couple tweets. I'm good.
Nah, I mean,
It ain't gonna cost y'all nothing but $10. What?
this will be interesting. This is gonna be interesting. I'm actually
So
I'm
where we
excited.
going with it? Let's get into it. Let's get into it. So obviously we got the bracket up, right? Whatever. So obviously let's go. We're gonna start with Duke against Siena. I guess we all got Duke, right?
Yep. Duke.
Yeah, we're gonna take that as a what's the name? And this is the East bracket right now.
Yep.
St. John's against Kansas, as you would have mentioned earlier.
The
Who are
second
you
round.
taking?
St. John's.
That's what?
That's the second round. I don't think I could take St. John's over Darren Peterson.
No, is that the second round? Hold. Yeah, my bad. Let me get out of there. Oh, we got Ohio State against TCU.
The Buckeyes.
I took Ohio State, even though I'm a Big Ten guy and I want them
Not gonna
out.
lie,
But I'm still going to take Ohio
took
State.
TCU.
Yeah, I watched Ohio State play a couple times, so I'm gonna sit with them. And I hate to take that, but I'm going to. St. John's over Northern Iowa. We all got that as a
St. John's.
Correct.
okay. Kansas over CA Baptist. This is what I'm talking about. Why are you win here?
California Baptist,
Like-
man. What they play in a church or something? Like what
Right.
Yeah, exactly. They
It's
play
a
a
CYO league.
Like,
The fuck is going on?
yo, I'm
bro, year
done.
after year,
Some of these, I didn't even know that was a college.
bro, year after year, I'm hearing these schools, these
Still, they can't even play on Sunday because that's the Lord's Day.
Yo,
these macaroni,
so
macaroni
they're not
states.
allowed to make it no way.
Year after year, these schools be popping up that nobody ever heard of them, like Macaroni States out of Idaho or something. California
Word.
Baptist, bro. I never.
Word.
Motherfuckers gonna have 3 rivers in there next year. Like,
Word.
They're gonna go into the court with a Bible. Like, what are we doing here? Man? They're gonna come on, man. Shit.
that's so good.
It's Kirk Franklin
So-
School.
Shit, man.
They bugging.
Oh
California,
man, we
But
got
it's
Louisville and
only-
South Florida.
We all got Louisville.
Louisville.
I took South Florida.
Whoa, wait a minute. I seen South Florida this year. Wait a minute. Let me look at my bracket again. Hold up.
I
Let me
took
pull that
South
up.
Florida.
I got Louisville. That's a team that they got it.
No, I took South
Ah.
Florida.
I got South Florida. We got Michigan State, North Dakota. So we both got it. We going the points going to sort out itself. But right now, South
Michigan
Florida over here. Yeah, Michigan State. That's the consensus. UCLA and UCF.
UCLA.
UCF.
I got the
I
Bruins.
took UCF.
Okay,
UConn over Furman.
correct.
Consensus.
That's scary because remember Furman last year surprised some people, but I took UConn.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, they're not finna do that.
It's not-
they ain't gonna
Florida against Lehigh or PV Providence, I guess at this point.
Yeah,
Whoever the playing
I got
is.
the Gators. The Gators are winning the game. Whoever they
Yeah,
play.
regardless, right?
A 16 seed. I
Yeah,
don't
that's Florida.
see. It's still the odds are too high for a 16 seed, especially after playing in the playing tournament to beat the number one. You know what I'm saying? A number one.
Yeah, especially them. They just coming off. Remember what they just coming off of the past couple years. You know what I mean? They still tough. And we get into that another day. Anyways, Clemson and Iowa.
I got Iowa. I like Iowa.
I took Clemson.
I like Iowa.
I do have Iowa.
That's a trick game for Clemson. I mean, Iowa is a number 9 seed, but in my book, they can be a 5. They can be as high as a 5. They can be a 6. But there were a couple of losses that they had during the regular season.
Are you thinking about Iowa or Iowa State?
No, Iowa.
Iowa.
Iowa State. Iowa State is ranked number 2 in the.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I had to ask. So you thinking
Iowa? Iowa is a better team than a lot of people want to acknowledge, and having Clemson at 8, I think that can be a trap game for Clemson more than to Iowa. So I think Iowa will win that game.
Okay.
I got Iowa as well. Vanderbilt over McNeese. I don't know. That sounds like a hood name. It sounds like a chicken in a hood. McNeese, right?
That's Joe Dumars' school.
Yeah, so he loses to Vanderbilt.
Right.
I don't know if that's the consensus, but
no, that I bet you it is.
Vandy.
Okay. Nebraska and Troy.
Nebraska. The Cornhuskers got that.
Yeah, first of all, Troy is somebody's name. That's not no school.
Exactly right. Well, it's
now the next one is my upset special.
Mine's you got North Carolina VCU?
No.
That's my upset.
I got VCU.
I got VCU.
I got the Tar
VCU.
Heels. I got the Tar Heels. I mean, come on.
You know why? Because if
I took
Caleb
VCU
Wilson,
because they're missing Caleb Wilson is out.
If Caleb Wilson is not playing,
and remember what VCU has done. They one of those other Cinderella teams that came along, and now they have good coaching and they have sustained, and they've been a good school and been in a tournament.
They got all the
years
players,
to
man.
come.
This is not the VCU led by the tight zipped up jacket Shaka Smart. I mean, this team.
Yeah, but they still been consistent since Shaka Smart. You feel what I'm saying? They're a tough team. They're gonna stay there, and North Carolina does not have their best players out there.
Thursday afternoon at 6:50 p.m., the North Carolina Tar Heels will tip off, and they will beat VCU.
We're gonna see. I got VCU. You got the Tar Heels.
We have a show on Sunday.
That's where this goes. We're gonna see how them points line up, and my nips and my bottles start coming to my house. Anyway. Who we got? Illinois and Penn.
Fighting Illini.
Yes,
I'm going with Illinois. St. Mary, number 7. Texas A&M, number 10.
I got Texas Agricultural and Mechanical University, man. And the reason for that is because I don't like when we spoke about it at the beginning of the show with Ann, that these mid-major schools, sometimes they do have good squads, but they don't play schedules strong enough to kind of like take them to the next level when they play those big schools. So this is, I'm not going to say it's an upset. It's a 7th versus a 10th. It's a mild upset. And Texas A&M beating St. Mary shouldn't be viewed as an upset, but I think that the Aggies will win that game.
Yeah, I got Texas A&M as well.
Yeah, no, I got Texas A&M. We're in consensus with that one.
All right. Houston over Idaho.
Houston.
Of course, Houston.
I'm taking that.
One of my
Houston
one of
should have been a
my
number one
Yeah.
seed for
one of my 14
most of the season.
finals for a team that was
Yeah.
50 seconds away last year to win the championship. A team that has been 5 years in a row to the Sweet 16. Watch out for them.
Yeah.
Arizona, Long Island. Obviously, we taking Arizona. That's
Damn,
your
man.
your
You
pick
know that
to win
one
the
hurt me.
championship.
That one hurt me. And the reason being is because LIU, number one, that was the school that recruited me when I was younger. Number one, and their head coach is a player that I played with in my youth coming up, and it's hard. It's difficult, man. But listen, man, the tournament is the tournament. However, though, we have to remember 2 years ago, Seton Hall was Shaheen, not Seton Hall. What's the school he coached? Was it? And then he wound up going to he wound up being at Seton Hall after that. Thank you. But so they, those type of teams make runs, but LIU is not beating Arizona. That's not happening.
No, not even.
Even
though
I have
one of our people got them winning the championship. So
I have the Wildcats winning it all. I mean, they are beating Long Island, and I have
you got them doing what?
Not gonna happen. But we're gonna keep it moving. Let's go. So what we gotta go to. He got him doing a lot. He got him winning the whole thing. So we're gonna see. We're gonna get to that.
You might as well go ahead and get ready to chip in for one of our bottles.
We'll see. We'll see.
So we got Villanova against Utah State.
Villanova, of course.
I took Utah State.
I got Nova.
I took Utah State.
I mean, they probably won't get past the Sweet 16 or anything, but it's a good spot. Utah State.
And okay, let me tell you something right now. Just keep it a buck.
It's fair. Utah State, they got a big team.
I did not see Utah State and who the fuck they are, but you want to know what? It's an 8-9, and I hate Villanova, so I'm going with Utah State.
Oh, we know you. We knew your reasoning.
Exactly. Yeah. So we just keep it at that, right? Like
they messed up your happiness a couple of years back.
Yo, a long time. Dante DiVincenzo, I still hate you. Wisconsin over High Point. I don't even know what that is.
You see what I'm
High
saying?
Point,
where
like, why are they here?
Like, is that one of those community college that they start online or something? High Point Community College.
First of all, High Point.
That's like a military school.
I'm not even sure because I know there's a High Point, North Carolina. I'm not sure if that's High Point of they just have. That's the only time I've ever heard of High Point anything.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if that's the school that's in North Carolina. I don't know.
Oh, you got shoot the ball at the high point.
At the highest
I don't know,
point.
like
Your release should be at the highest point of your follow. Yeah. So
I have nothing else.
Yep, I got Wisconsin, the Badgers.
Yes, sir. Arkansas over Hawaii.
Razorbacks.
Yeah. BYU over Texas or NCSU.
That was interesting.
Go ahead, Ant.
That one is interesting. So first of all, it didn't matter to me which one of those teams won. I got them beating BYU.
I got
BYU.
I got NC State beating Texas and then beating BYU. So NC
because
State.
they didn't give me that option to pick one of them. It just says Texas or NC State against BYU. I got either one of those teams beating BYU.
I'm taking BYU.
Because especially if NC State, people don't understand what the NCAA tournament guard play and players that could play off the dribble is what wins that tournament. There's a guard, I think his name is Moreland or something like that, from NC State. That is easily, he doesn't get talked about enough. He's easily a top 15 draft pick. Easily.
Okay.
So he could go mano-a-mano with AJ. AJ will have 40, but they'll lose.
NC State got it.
Okay. I'm still taking BYU. So that's 2-1 for that over there. I love the way my bottle's looking right now. But
okay.
Gonzaga over Kennesaw State.
Next.
Right. That's another school in Michigan.
Gonzaga takes that. Miami against Missouri.
Trap game.
That's close, but I pick Missouri.
I got the Hurricanes, but it's a close one, man. It's a trap game for the Hurricanes. If they can get over this test, because Missouri is a number 10 ranked team, but they play better than what they are ranked. So
That's what I'm saying. Their conference is much tougher than what the ACC was.
But
So
I picked the Hurricanes, but this close. I'm not 100% that they're gonna win it, but I think they'll have an edge. They'll win it.
wait,
I took Miami as well.
Okay.
Purdue against Queens.
Another
Queens,
school.
New York, Nick. Nah, that ain't them. I don't know where that is.
Nobody does. Like,
But we don't even need to talk about that. If any one of us picked Queens,
Next.
if anybody picked Queens, I'm getting off this podcast to never return. I swear to God.
Next.
So we go into the Midwest. We got Michigan over UMBC and Howard. I guess, I think we all in consensus on Michigan.
Yeah. That's
All right. We'll sit there. Georgia against St. Louis.
Trap game. I got the Bulldogs, but it's another trap game. St. Louis is an extremely good basketball team.
I haven't seen either one this year.
So
I picked Georgia.
Seen Georgia one time, but I took St. Louis.
I picked Georgia.
I took St. Louis. So who'd you take?
I got the Bulldogs.
Georgia.
You took
St. Louis?
Georgia, not Christian Laettner?
I took Georgia. I mean, it could be a trap game for them, but they'll win it. St. Louis is a good basketball team, but Georgia got it. It'll be a battle, but Georgia got it.
Yeah, I took St. Louis. Texas Tech and Akron. LeBron James is home.
I took Texas Tech just because he's from Akron.
I took Texas Tech too.
Just because he's from goddamn Akron.
So we all in agreement on Texas Tech. Hofstra and Alabama. Alabama they've been back in the fold for a while as well. Back in the NCAA tournament, making strong runs. So I'm on Alabama first round.
Alabama is one of my. I wouldn't call them a sleeper, but being that they've been pushed back to a 4 seed, they're one of my teams that I'm like, you got to watch out for them. You really got to watch out.
They was just in a championship.
You got to watch out for them.
Wasn't that Florida? Alabama and Florida?
Mm-hmm.
Alabama.
And we got Tennessee, Miami, Ohio, SMU.
Tennessee.
No,
I got
Miami, Ohio.
Miami, Ohio winning and then beating Tennessee.
I got Miami, Ohio.
No.
I got Miami, Ohio.
After being punished and being sent to an 11th seed, I think Miami of Ohio had a good season. It was a good story, to put in the back of the newspaper, etc. But the Volunteers, we're talking about a team that plays in the SEC that played a tougher schedule, and it's the tournament, man. I mean, Miami. I don't see a scenario where Miami of Ohio can beat SMU and then go and beat Tennessee in the span of 2 days. It'll be in the span of 3 days, actually. So,
dude, you contradict yourself a lot. You know that,
right? Why they gotta go? Why they gotta go in the back of the newspaper though?
And first, let me go into and I'm not contradicting myself because what I said at the beginning of the show is that number one, Miami of Ohio got punished, just like we.
So then that would mean that they're better than the 11th seed.
They are a good team, but based on the ranking that they had, I don't see them winning those 2 games in the span of 3 days to get into the tournament, to basically start their tournament. Had they been set up as a number 5 or 6, they would have a better circumstance playing on Thursday than now having to beat SMU and then go play Tennessee a number.
If they was a number 5, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I could see them running the gauntlet and beating Tennessee. Now,
I can see them beating SMU, but I don't see them beating SMU and Tennessee. That's what I'm gonna say. I mean,
okay. No,
I'm gonna stick with their Cinderella kind of run as going, undefeated, 31-0, and then they took their L. So I figured they get right back on track a little bit, get up into this tournament and make a little bit of noise. You know what I
Right.
mean? So and Tennessee, So I got Miami of Ohio.
So next we got
Virginia against Wright State. Yeah, I think we all taking Virginia.
Cavaliers.
right, pretty much
Kentucky against Santa Clara.
Kentucky.
I got
Yeah.
Kentucky as well. I mean, it's another one of those games where you have those Santa Clara, St. Mary's, major schools trying to compete with those big schools. So the Wildcats will definitely win, although they are number 7 seed this year. They got that game.
Mhm. Iowa State over Tennessee State. That's who I got over. When I say over, it's a wrap.
Cyclones, yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, remember Jamal Tinsley and Marcus Fizer?
That was another
Great
one.
duo. Great duo. Great duo.
We'll go on to the next round.
Yeah, we get to the round of 32, right? So we got Duke and against
Wait, we
Ohio
go to the round
State.
of 32. I thought we had to go over the.
Mhm.
Round of 32.
Yeah, we covered all of that.
Okay. Yeah, the
Yep.
way. Okay, I didn't even see how they got it set. Okay.
Yeah, I got it. It was weird. But
Blue
so
Devils.
Duke and Ohio State. I'm definitely taking Ohio State. I think Ohio State is definitely the better team over Duke. Duke has struggled this year. No, I'm just fucking around. I took Duke over Ohio
Executive
State.
producer.
Yeah.
Flag on the play. Let me see the chick.
So we all
Wow,
took
so-
Duke. I assume in the
Oh no, my guy. That's a red flag on the play.
so
This next one
we
is
all
where
got
it gets
Duke over
tricky.
Ohio State, right? And it's Duke, yeah. St. John's over Kansas.
Yeah.
Where we I took St. John.
Now I'm not. I in my mind, I'm thinking Darren Peterson, but when I watched both teams, I did pick St. John's.
Yep. St. John's is a team that should have not been seated at number 5. I mean, the NCAA has become
As I'm saying, they should have been a number 2 or number 3 easily.
exactly. So at the end of the day, they are number 2 or 3 disguised as a 5. And then when we take into consideration
How you got UConn at number 2, and that's the team that St. John's
exactly.
beat.
So when they are carrying the momentum from the Big East tournament and how well they played towards down the stretch, beating UConn and now being seated at 5, St. John's is a team that easily can be at 2. So of course they are beating Kansas. It's a no-brainer.
Right. So next we got
Michigan State, Louisville.
or South Florida, either way. Because I had South Florida.
I got
Right.
Michigan State.
I got Michigan State winning that game.
And what about UConn, UCLA?
I got UCF, but I got UConn winning that game either way.
Okay.
You on mute?
I got UCF and UConn, and I had
Yeah.
Michigan State. Sorry. And I got UConn.
Yeah, I got UConn there.
Yep. So we good.
And then we in the South, we got Florida and Iowa.
Florida.
I'm gonna stay with the Gators.
That's where, remember, I have Florida
Moving
and
off.
Clemson.
Yeah.
I actually got Clemson beating Florida.
Okay, so your bracket's twisted. I love where this is going with
Remember,
with my
like I told you
alcohol.
in the first, that's a trap game for
I got Clemson beating Florida.
Okay.
Clemson is not in my eyes. Clemson is not gonna beat Iowa. It's gonna be a trap game for them.
Yeah.
Iowa is a team that is a sleeper, in my opinion. A lot of people are um, underrating them, so I don't see Clemson getting past Iowa. Nevertheless, beating Florida in the second round.
Okay.
Okay. So we all gonna have at this point. This is where we get into the thick of things because some of us got
Right.
some stuff that happened in the first round
Where everything
that is not now gonna line up in the second round. So Vanderbilt, Nebraska.
I got the Commodores. I think Vandy is gonna beat the Cornhuskers. Although the Cornhuskers are a good team, Vandy playing in the SEC, that team can easily beat Nebraska in a neutral court.
I got
I got
Nebraska.
Vandy as well.
I got
I
Nebraska.
got Vandy. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is see that's just going. This is interesting. I got Vandy. So let's go. Let's move on to the next. BCU against Illinois. That's what I got. But I don't
Let's
know
not
if
do this. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. We already know better. Let's go. Everybody got
VCU.
Illinois.
No,
I got VCU.
I got. Remember, I picked North Carolina Tar Heels over VCU in the first round, and I got,
Mhm.
North Carolina over Illinois.
of course, even
Okay.
though they
And
don't
I
have.
got
Wait,
VCU, and then I got VCU
wait.
beating Illinois.
You're forgetting Caleb Wilson is not playing.
I did not forget that, Ann.
We
But
didn't forget.
like I said in the previous round, this is a team that is going to surprise a lot of people. I mean, North Carolina, I have them going over Illinois. I mean, I don't know how I have here how far they're gonna get. I'm not saying they're gonna win it all, but they definitely gonna be past that round of 32, that second round.
Well, we ain't got them getting out the first, but I got VCU going into the next round, and got him losing to Illinois, and VCU losing. So yeah, this is about to be real interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to the next, Texas A&M against Houston.
Houston.
Houston, I got Houston.
Final four, baby.
No, that's correct. Okay, the West. We into the West. Arizona, Utah State. Arizona, obviously, for Mr.
National
Not Christian
champion.
Leitner. And Arizona.
Yeah, I got Zona.
Okay, no doubt. Wisconsin against Arkansas.
Arkansas.
I got Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
I got Wisconsin for the mere fact that
I got Wisconsin.
they beat a good Michigan Wolverines team that is ranked in the nation top 3 in offense and defense. A team that beat them again. So Wisconsin Badgers is a team that is in the shadows of such a strong season from the Wolverines, and people are sleeping on them. If you see
They beat us at home, and then they took us to the brink to a final last shot just 2 days ago.
Calipari, great coach, Arkansas, great team, but Wisconsin is a team that has proven time and again that they are better than what their record says or whatever seed they're in. So I think we got Arkansas.
But there's a
Has a
couple
little
of
bit
teams
of-
that we can say that about, right? That are better than what the record state or what their
we
seeding
spoke-
states.
We spoke about a couple of teams already.
Yeah, there's a couple of teams that are like that. This is one of those where, honestly, you won't be surprised either way. It's a 4 and a 5. Both teams at different points in the season were actually, I think, at different points in the season, I think they were both top 12, if I'm not mistaken.
At this point, you will be more surprised if Wisconsin loses that game based on the recent history. Remember, sports is about show me what have you done lately. For
Right.
a team,
Arkansas have been sleeping the whole year, but that's
for a
why.
team to beat the Michigan Wolverines in the trenches of the winter and come back now at the beginning of this almost beginning of the spring and again give them a tough battle and play well in the Big Ten all around. Going into the NCAA tournament, they have to be Arkansas. If Arkansas win, we wouldn't be surprised because that's a solid squad. So it will be more of a surprise if the Badgers lose to Arkansas.
I agree, but I went with that just because. I went with Arkansas just because of that fact. You gotta take your surprises. You got like the NCAA tournament is built on surprises, and that's not a Cinderella game, right? Those are two teams where if they play good against any team in this whole tournament, could wind up in the Final Four. Both of those teams. You know what I'm saying? They have the skill level, they have the skill sets, they have the coaching, they got everything they need to be actually to win the whole tournament. So, but I took Arkansas just for the surprise factor because I think everybody's gonna pick Wisconsin. As they should. They've proven it. They've won the toughest division, the toughest conference in college basketball.
I mean, to play that well against the Michigan Wolverines, which a lot of people, not me, have Heck's team winning it all, and play so well in the Big Ten, which is a premier.
Everybody that lives in Michigan and then him.
Exactly. So Wisconsin playing in such a marquee conference and playing under the shadow of Michigan and the other teams, they do not get the recognition that they deserve for the good season that they had. So at the end of the day, they are going to surprise a lot of people. They are.
Oh, I agree. I honestly is at that point, this is not even an argument type of game. This is one of those where you had to pick one, right? So I just took Arkansas just for the surprise factor. I wouldn't be surprised if Wisconsin blew them out by 25 points. I wouldn't.
Sure, I got you.
The next
So
one,
I don't
we
know,
could just
like,
scroll right past that one.
why would we scroll past that though?
Gonzaga?
Because
Gonzaga
your
never
reasoning-
goes home earlier than Sweet 16.
for your reasoning, due to who I have in the first round, that y'all don't think is coming up out of it.
Who?
I got my surprise,
NC State?
BYU.
Oh, BYU.
Beating Gonzaga.
Oh.
I got my surprise. Like that, like you said, that surprise factor.
Right.
BYU is going to be my surprise factor.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with
And
that.
I don't even care why. They going to where
No,
I think they
honestly,
want to go.
This could be one of those things where AJ DeBouncer, who's going to be the number one pick coming out, right?
The BYU?
Yeah, I think he's going to be the number one pick. And where he shows his dominance, right? Where he comes out and becomes goddamn Kevin Durant. And that type of play and that could be a deciding factor in this tournament where it's just like, all right, y'all teams are ranked higher than me, but we got somebody that can average 40.
Like just to break it up real quick, out of the listening. You mentioned Kevin Durant. So Kevin Durant, where would you rank him as far as scoring ability in the NBA amongst the scoring greats?
Scoring ability?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Scoring ability? There's a difference, right? Because when you start talking about Shaq and Wilt, like they dominate in the paint. Kareem, he dominates in the paint. But when you talk about weaponry, as far as how he scores, there's only one scorer better. That's Mike. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't know nobody that scores better. Well, no, because I also like Carmelo. But
and that's where I was about to go.
I always I like Carmelo because Carmelo could go. Carmelo
did the one and done, right? And he and Syracuse and Texas, Carmelo got it done and won a championship. And I know he had McNamara and them boys on his team. But Kevin Durant, as the pure scorer he is, I don't think he made it out to 16 that year.
No, they didn't.
Granted, it was kind of on some bullshit. But I don't think he made it out to 16. I think that was against Tennessee that they actually lost on that crazy shit, right?
I
If I'm
think
not
wasn't that
mistaken.
Tobias Harris and them?
I'm not sure who was on that Tennessee squad that year.
But
And
I know
I think it was Tennessee and Texas, but I'm not sure. Like, let me just go back.
he
But I know they lost on some bullshit, like on a late foul or some shit like that on the thing.
yeah, because I like, but when you talk about the scorers, I always thought about that, man. Like Kevin Durant as a weapon. Only person I probably fear more like is if they got the ball on the wing, like Michael Jordan, and then, but Carmelo is probably the smoothest scorer out of all of them. But
That's what I was telling you.
Kevin Durant is dangerous because he's a 50, 40, 90. He's his precision.
Efficiency is crazy. Yeah.
But let's go ahead and finish out this bracket, man.
It's your take on that. Right,
Oh, yeah, he was off.
What was that? BYU. We had BYU. I got BYU and Gonzaga, and I got BYU beating Gonzaga moving forward.
I got Gonzaga.
Not Christian Laettner. Who you got?
You say you got BYU. I mean, in that, you already went over Arizona and Wisconsin?
Because
Arkansas.
yeah, we did. No, Arkansas, Wisconsin. We did that one. You did that one.
So I got Gonzaga.
BYU, Gonzaga.
I got Gonzaga.
Okay.
I got Gonzaga. I got the Zags.
All right, no doubt.
Number 3 seeded.
Cool.
That team plays solid basketball with their 28 and 29-year-olders. I mean, the team plays together. They
Right.
know. From Gonzaga, there's always one thing that you can be sure in the tournament, and is that they're gonna play hard and they're gonna play sound basketball. So that team,
And they always got bruisers on that team. Because they got their center. Remember the center that they had? I can't remember his name, but he was there like the last 4 years. No,
Dude.
with the he always wore the headband.
Or the tour one.
The one that played with Chet. He's with the Lakers now. And he was there for a couple of years, and I thought he stayed 2 years too long.
I think he was probably there 2 years too long.
He stayed 2 years too long. He should have been left. And once you become a senior, you're no longer a draft pick, like a high draft pick. You go to the second round.
Mm-hmm. Basically.
So
what do we feel about? Huh?
So we passed there.
We got Miami and Purdue.
I had Missouri and Purdue, and then I got Purdue going on.
I got Purdue moving on too. And I got them beating Miami.
I said earlier, the Hurricanes, a lot of people have the Hurricanes going as far as the Elite Eight, but I don't think they have too many holes on that squad. So I think Purdue will definitely beat the Hurricanes.
Yep, we all in consensus there. The Midwest, Michigan, and I got St. Louis. Obviously, I got Michigan, being that I'm a Michigan Wolverines fan. So we're going to have them going to the finals regardless at this point on my end. But we're going to get y'all perspective. Michigan over St. Louis?
I got Georgia over St. Louis, but I got Michigan beating Georgia.
Yeah, I got Georgia over St. Louis, and I got the Wolverines, of course, at the helm.
How do you have that?
With the great Dominican hope, Jackson Lenderborg. Let's hope that he doesn't another game under 10 points. Let's hope that he returns to form, and the Wolverines, again, with their top 3 offense, top 3 defense, well coached, perhaps the tallest team in the tournament. They definitely gonna beat the Bulldogs.
Okay. So Michigan, regardless. Let's go. All right. Texas Tech, Alabama.
I got Texas Tech. Like I said in the previous round, this is a 5th seed that that is going to play tough, that is going to play a basketball that is going to be uncomfortable for a lot of teams. Alabama coming from the SEC, they do have the pedigree, but I think Texas Tech this year is a better team all around than the Crimson Tide.
Yeah, I got Bama. I got Bama. Bama is a team where that's another one of those teams where I think they underachieved this year. They're much better than what the seeding says. Alabama is one of those teams that also was in that top 5 as far as talent level all year round. They just lost some really, really tough games, man. They lost some tough games, but I got them beating Texas Tech. Yeah, I got them beating Texas Tech.
All right.
I also have Alabama winning. I mean, it's a beef jerky right now because I'm really hungry, but
I'm starving.
oh shit, Virginia and whoever Miami
No
of
matter who
Ohio.
it is, I got Virginia. It don't matter who it is.
I
I
took
got
Miami of Ohio.
Just like I said in the previous round,
Yeah, I had Miami of Ohio too, but
just like I said in the previous round, Miami of Ohio is probably gonna beat SMU, but they won't beat Tennessee. So Tennessee is gonna come into this round and they are going to lose against the Cavaliers, a team that plays hard, that plays good defense, and plays in a good conference in the ACC.
I remember them, but I'm riding the wave. Miami, Ohio. Let's go.
yeah, they gave us a good scare.
Kentucky, Iowa State.
This ain't Calipari's Kentucky. I got Iowa State.
I got Iowa State as well. The Cyclones, that's a team to watch out. This is not Calipari's team. This is not.
It is Mark Pope.
You can.
He was a bum on that 96 championship.
So at the end of the day, Iowa State is a team that I'm not gonna say they're gonna win it all, but they are going to surprise a lot of people. At number 2, a lot of people say that they were ranked too high when you have teams like St. John's ranked at 5. But Iowa State is a good team, man. Like, and play tough defense, and they definitely gonna beat the Wildcats.
People say Iowa State was ranked too high.
I mean, at number 2, not that I say it's too high. Many people.
No, I didn't say you. I said that, like, a lot of people were saying that.
Yeah, of course, I've heard it from a couple.
So I think they got it right.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Iowa State is that they are not one of those sexy teams that people kind of like get attracted to throughout the season. But they play a complete season. They had a strong schedule. They play well against their opponents. And I think that number 2 is fair. I mean, it's fair. And according to many, they are ranked too high.
They got it right. Sweet 16.
Okay. So out to Kentucky. And we're going to move on to the Sweet 16. Duke against St. John's. I took St. John's because St. John's has Ron Artest. Oh, my bad. No. Yeah, I took Duke. Obviously, Ant took Duke. Mr. Christian Laettner. Christian Laettner.
I took Duke as well. I mean, led by Cameron Boozer. What can you say? This is a squad that has the opportunity to win it all. But St. John's, their momentum, their run, their I wouldn't say Cinderella story, but their feel-good story of the back of the New York Post and the Daily News, it ends when they face the inferno of the Blue Devils. So Cameron Boozer.
Yeah, by then, hopefully we'll have our big man back.
Cameron Boozer leading the pack, and St. John's. Sadly, I'm a Red Storm fan, but you have to keep it a buck, keep it objective, and definitely the Blue Devils advance.
All right, we all in consensus there. Michigan State and UConn.
That one was tough, man. I sat there, I looked at that game at least 5 minutes. I'm not gonna lie. I looked at that game for at least 5 minutes, man. But at the end, I went with Michigan State. I think Tom Izzo, what he's been building all years for this time of year.
I mean, Tom Izzo, Naismith Hall of Famer, is a great coach. And I picked UConn for the sole reason that we cannot forget that the Huskies have won 2 out of the last 3 NCAA championships. And this is a team that historically, Dan Hurley's team, have always played better down the stretch. That's why it was so surprising the loss against such a good St. John's team in the biggest championship. But I think UConn will have the edge. It'll be a tough battle for them. The Spartans, we all know, under the helm of Coach Izzo, always play well. They have gone to so many Final Fours, Elite Eights under his guidance. But Hurley is a coach that basically he kind of like tightens it up in March. That team gets like an aura. That team gets like some sort of like a persona, some sort of like character when it comes to the big light. So I got the Huskies over the Spartans.
Okay.
Michigan State.
Yeah.
I like Fears too much. The point guard spot. Yeah, I'm picking Michigan State.
That's the thing. UConn don't have the tough guard play that they had those couple of years when they won.
Yeah, that's just one. I took Michigan State. Florida against Vanderbilt.
I got the Gators.
See, that's where we're all I'm kind of twisted, period. Because I had Clemson winning out from over there.
Yeah, but do you got Florida being
going back to that? I have Clemson.
You got Clemson being Florida?
Yes, I do.
You got Clemson being Florida?
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Okay, that's where it gets twisted.
Just like I said in the first round, Clemson is not going to be beating Iowa. Iowa is a team that is a number 9 ranked seed. They should have been at least a 6 in my book. I don't see, it's a trap game for Clemson. Clemson might beat them, might beat Iowa to get up to this point, like Kant said, but I don't see them getting this far. And I like the Gators. The Gators are perhaps out of the 4 seeds, the number 1. They are like the weakest one, but they are a good squad, and I don't see them losing to any team that is going
Clemson or Vanderbilt.
Exactly.
Well, just keep in mind, Jameson whiskey is like $32, so that's $16. Just keep it mind. Just keep that in mind.
Got you.
VCU, Houston.
Got you.
I got Houston.
Yeah, I got Houston.
Yeah, I got Houston. Like I said, that team was 50 seconds away from winning a championship, perennial Sweet 16 under Kelvin Sampson.
Yeah.
That team, they are not going to win it this year, but they are definitely
a scary ass head coach, boy.
They are going to the Final Four once again.
All right. Arizona, Wisconsin. We already know who you got. Not Christian Laettner due to the fact that you got to win the whole thing.
Let me tell you something. I have Arizona winning the whole thing, but that's the game that I put like the magnifier on, because that's a game that any team on that same position can lose. Like I said before, Wisconsin is a sneaky good team. We've all seen what they have done against the Wolverines and the rest of the Big Ten. They play a tough schedule. They play well all around, and they have been playing better towards down the stretch. So Arizona needs to bring their A game to that game, because if they lose to Wisconsin, I wouldn't be surprised, because Wisconsin has been playing that well. But I got Arizona.
So there's a difference between y'all and what I have, because I actually have Arkansas going over Wisconsin, and then I actually have Arkansas beating Arizona.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I got Arizona going. Okay, beating Wisconsin as well. So
I mean, that's
some discrepancies.
That's a good discrepancy to have, but at the end of the day, in my eyes, I don't see a scenario where Arkansas can beat such a good team as Wisconsin and then going into the next game. But we'll see. On Sunday, we have a show against to the audience. Sunday, 9 o'clock. What the Heck Sports live. So join us, comment, like, share.
Yeah, we will be there. 9:30.
9:30 on Sunday, actually.
We got it. We in the building. Where we going down? In the West. BYU, Purdue.
You got BYU. We got
I got
Gonzaga.
BYU. I got BYU being a Cinderella like right now. I got BYU being a Cinderella, dog. Sorry, guys. BYU's my Cinderella this year. Somewhat Cinderella.
I got Purdue over Gonzaga and their nursing home of players like 29 and 30 years old. But the thing with Gonzaga is that Gonzaga can always give you a surprise. So yes, I have the Boilermakers over Gonzaga, but who is going to be surprised if they beat Purdue? If Gonzaga beats Purdue, that team,
Nobody.
that team.
No, that's another one of those. That's another one of those games. Like I was saying with Wisconsin, it's like you won't be surprised, man, because both of those teams, like we said, Gonzaga and Purdue are two teams that are capable of actually being Final Four teams.
Because at the end of the day, great point, Ant. At the end of the day, if you look at the seeding, Purdue is number 2, Gonzaga is number 3. So if we switch them and we say Gonzaga is 2 and Purdue 3 and Gonzaga wins, we wouldn't even be having a discussion. So Purdue, I have Purdue, the Boilermakers beating Gonzaga, but nobody's going to be surprised if the Zags win that game because that's how well they play in March, always.
Because I actually have Gonzaga.
Okay. I'm on the outs. Michigan, Alabama,
I took Michigan.
and the Midwest.
Of course, the Wolverines.
Michigan. Okay. Kentucky against. I got Miami of Ohio at this point, but I took Kentucky. Miami of Ohio comes to an end. That's where that ends for me. So, and I know you guys probably don't have Kentucky here, but
No,
that's where that's at.
I have Virginia there.
Yep, you got Virginia and somebody else.
I got Virginia and Iowa State there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I have Iowa
And-
State
and-
or Virginia.
Yep. So you
gonna
guys
be a-
got
it's
that.
gonna be
So
a-
that's what I say. We
gonna be a
all
game.
have.
Cheaply close game. Both teams play good defense. So I got Iowa State. Again, Iowa State is a good team. They
I
got
took Virginia.
good.
Definitely. So we move on to the Elite Eight, where at this point, yeah, Duke, Michigan State. Does anybody here have Duke, Michigan State?
Yeah.
Besides me, you got Duke, Michigan State. Not Christian Laettner.
I got Duke UConn.
You got Duke, UConn. So who do you have moving on from Duke and UConn?
I got the Blue Devils. I mean, the Huskies. The Huskies tend to play better under Hurley's guidance in March. The Blue Devils, they're unstoppable, man. Like with Cameron Boozer and that team,
Yeah.
the Blue Devils got it.
But
So I'm gonna ruin everything. I'm taking Michigan State. This is gonna be the upset that people's been looking for in the tournament, and Michigan State will beat Duke in the Elite Eight. Number one, I don't want to play them again, and due to what happened Sunday. I seen some discrepancies in my squad that I don't want to play Duke because I know, they can use that for exposure. I got Michigan State beating them, and that'll be my upset. And you guys don't, and that's fine with me. Florida, Houston.
I got Houston. That's where a number 2 seed comes in and beat, like I said previously said, the weaker number 1 seed out of the field. And Houston is a team once again 50 seconds away from a championship last year, 5 Sweet 16s in a row. Kelvin Sampson at the helm. Houston over the Gators.
Got Houston as well.
yeah, I got Houston.
Okay, that works. In the West over here, in the Elite Eight, we got Arizona, BYU. Obviously, we know what not Christian Leitner has. I got Arizona as well. I'm hoping you got Arizona as well.
Wildcats all the way.
No. Actually,
Yeah,
in
you
that
don't
game,
because you got them losing
I got
to
them losing.
Clemson.
So I actually got Arkansas Gonzaga. I got Arkansas.
Okay, so you don't even got Arizona making it that far. Okay,
No.
so there it goes again. So we got a nice mixture of differences here in this bracket, which is gonna work out for me, unlike you guys. But anyway, let's keep it rocking. Michigan, Kentucky. Michigan. I hope we all got Michigan moving forward.
Yeah, I had Michigan, Virginia, but I got Michigan moving forward.
Yeah, I got the
Okay.
Wolverines over that Iowa State team that sadly this is gonna be their end. They'll end their season there losing to the Wolverines. Michigan, of course, is going to win that game.
Okay, Final Four. We all know Ant got Duke in this Final Four. I got Michigan State and Houston. I'm taking Michigan State to move on to the finals over Houston, and my upsets. And Michigan, obviously, as a fan, over Arizona. So I got a whole Big Ten matchup in the finals and Michigan winning it. Where do you guys go from here?
I mean, I got Duke at number one, a phenomenal team that has had a strong season, one of the strongest seasons in recent memory. I got them playing number two, Houston. I think Houston got the game on the sole premise that Houston is a team that wins the ugly games. Houston has more experience, and it's Kelvin Sampson at the helm. Like, you can't buy experience, you can't beat experience. The Blue Devils have had a phenomenal season, but I got Houston. Tough rant, but I think Houston got that game. And on the other side, I have the Wolverines of Heck against Arizona Wildcats, and I have Arizona defeating Michigan on the sole premise that this team by Tommy Lloyd is an extremely tenacious team on the defensive side. Evidently, Michigan Wolverines is a taller team than them, but they are going to play a more dynamic type of game once they are playing head-to-head, led by Tommy Lloyd, a guy that has transformed that program, bringing it back to those Lute Olson days. And in the Final Four is where the season is going to end for both the Blue Devils and the Wolverines. So I got Houston again in the national championship playing the Wildcats, and Kelvin Sampson once again falling short, and Arizona and Tommy Lloyd winning it all.
Hey, your bracket's trash, bro. Just letting you know.
Well, I got Duke beating Houston, of course.
Of course. We now into that zone. Like I said, I got Michigan beating Michigan State in the Big Ten championship type game. Because obviously that's my team. I'm not going against that. So, but my upsets, I don't really care for Duke right now, for a period. So that's another reason why I kind of went with a little bit of hoping for the bullshit to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's that. Sometimes, I want things to happen and I just say they're gonna happen and hopefully they happen because of my hater. The number one haters in the building, always will be. But I think that was good. I think, everybody here that should see to like and subscribe to watch this. Oh, we got the new background. We on TVs. We on TV, yeah. Like,
we at the bar.
You don't see us at the bar on TV, like people watching us, like, anyways. But I think that was good. Great point of views. Not Christian Laettner is around. I don't know who he's going to be next week.
Right on Sunday.
We have no idea. We have no idea who he's going to be. Oh, not next week. Yes, Sunday, 9:30.
Sunday, 9:30. What the heck?
He'll say he not Brock Purdy.
What the heck? Share it on your social media. Like the show, comment, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell button. we're gonna keep doing this, man. We're growing together. Good banter, different takes on the sports. No goofy takes like ESPN and all these networks, and being objective as we can. What the heck, sports?
We not them and never been them
Yeah, come talk shit with us, man.
all day. Have it.
If you
Love
think
it.
you got more knowledge than the three of us, come on, hang out.
Yeah, everybody share to their pages. Whatever you do, share to everywhere. This
we
is where
gonna
we're
shout
gonna be
out-
at
We gotta shout
for the
out
long haul.
whoever JMUGTU is. They hung
Yes,
with us
yes,
for most of the
yes.
show. They hung with us for most of the show. Mike Jones.
Yo, Mike Jones
27.
said I gotta go to work tomorrow. Yeah, so but we had to finish up our joint. But appreciate you coming in, my guy, and showing a little bit of love. You
And
know what I mean?
whoever
Hopefully you see us at
Pagoda.Media.
9:30 on Sunday. And let's
Thanks for
go.
coming through.
Like we gonna be here. We just had to do this, you know what I mean? Obviously, because you know the play-in starts what tomorrow?
Yeah.
The play-in starts tomorrow, so we had to get our brackets out the way, bro. You know, some of us got regular lives and regular jobs and other things that we do. So we all had to come together, you know, at a decent time and get this moving. You know what I mean? So we got entertained as well. But thank you for, you know, coming in and doing what y'all do. You know, appreciate Ant and whoever he's going to be every goddamn time we come on here. Not Christian Leitner. You know what I mean? And we doing what we doing. And we're going to keep this rocking for y'all and everybody else who wants to come in and tune in and show some love. So
And
let's get up out of here because it is late. Work in the morning. And I got to deal with fucking Ronald McDonald faces in the morning. And I don't want to. So.
Yeah, pardon me to the world. I couldn't wait no more, ID.
So that'll be that, man. Appreciate y'all coming up on here. Mind y'all, we got a little small bet going on that I'm gonna win.
All
And
right, so
this
let's,
is
but before we go,
sports show, the
let's
sports
make sure-
lounge, huh?
let's not switch it up later. Let's not switch it up later. So we know
We're not
for the
switching it up.
world, what's the bottle? What's your bottle of choice?
For me,
Mm-hmm.
Glenlivet.
Huh?
Glenlivet, single malt scotch
Yes, I know what that is. Gotcha.
What is that?
Scotch.
whiskey.
How much does that cost?
Like $80, the one that I like.
How much?
Like $80.
Mm.
The 15-year one. Although I haven't drank in 5 months because of been doing some fitness goals, but I'll take it for my bar.
And then they got coupons?
30% off.
We already know I'm a cheap date. Like fuck that. Y'all know what I drink. Send me the 100 proof Captain.
Definitely.
We good to go. Send me some Parmesan VSOP brandy. This is what we do. We in the building. I've been drinking that shit. Anyway, so
It's honestly,
yeah, whiskey for you.
yeah. This is. See, I was gonna say this is Macallan's. I was gonna say Macallan's, but that's expensive. So, Jameson Irish whiskey.
Got you.
That works. $1,000 bottles, $500 bottles, $10 bottles. Let's go.
Right. Right.
Oh man, but yeah, this is What the Heck Sports Show, man. We coming to you 9:30 every Sunday, AM. That is not PM, not like today. So, like I said, like, share, subscribe, come talk with us, come fuck with us. We do what we do, and that's I don't even know what to. That's Ant. Stephen Heck, What the Heck, and whoever he's going to be every goddamn time we come on this show. So right now he's not Christian Leitner. But who the hell is he going to be next time? I don't know.
See you
So
Sunday.
we won't even know until he logs in.
exactly. So let's do that. See y'all later, and let's wrap this up.
Be blessed.
All right, fellas.
Yes, sir. I forgot to play my outro, but whatever.
We're for it, ay, all of it. We want all the smoke, cause the deep bass is fire. All fact, no cap, that we desire. Let's hear what you got, don't make me call you a liar. Ay, we're for the smoke, pop, 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 dip, 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 pop, pop, dip, 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 pop, 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 pop. All the smoke, cause the D-Bay's a fire. Yeah, yeah. All facts, no cap, that we desire. Let's hear what you got, don't make me call you a liar. Yeah, we here for the smoke, puff, puff, pass. That made your fake. That made your fake. That made your fake. That made your fake. No cap, then just port, trap, then S. Heck is your captain. No hate. That made your fake.